Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video of Talk Paris Saint Germain. We wish you all a Merry Christmas from the Talk Paris Saint Germain team. And today's video is the PSG news roundup, and this one is not gonna be really that long because the only news roundup we have is the coach's press conference, and that's it. So we wish you guys once again a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's go PSG 2023 Champions League winners. Let's do it. But first, let's get into the coach's press conference. So, so they asked the coach, "How are you feeling as the season resumes?" Coach Gaultier response were very good because obviously this break allows us to recover, to refresh our minds, but also to remain very focused. But we followed the magnificent World Cup. It was a great success. I had the privilege to spend a few days in Doha and to see a lot of matches, and I saw that it was a well organized World Cup of a which was of a high level with many surprises. So it was both a period where I recuperated and enjoyed my loved ones, but also where I was able to see some very high level matches and follow our many internationals who were involved in this World Cup. So then another journalist asked Coach Gaultier, this break was also an opportunity to make a first assessment of the current season. What is the situation? And Coach Gaultier responds with, we look back on the first month, obviously, with the use of the squad, with the changes in organizations, the changes in leadership, always trying to improve. We can't achieve perfection, but we wanted to look ahead of what was going to happen in the second half of the season. This assessment was made with a lot of humility. We had a very good first half. Especially in the league, we had a good run. We improved game after game. The team scored a lot of goals, but we had to correct some small mistakes. On the whole, I'm satisfied with the team's development, the evaluation of the squad in our game. Then there were the Champions League, where the whole group stage was played in a short time. The competition was not a novelty. I hope I said that right for me, but the exposure here in Paris is quite different. As you guys know, we are undefeated. We play some interesting matches. We improved. The two matches against Benfica were, for me, a trigger for the fact that I could switch to another organization, another style of play, and not remain stuck on what we have been doing since the beginning of the season. But overall, in the terms of play, goals, and points, it has been a good first half of the season. Yes, sir, as you guys know, PSG is undefeated. Let's go. So then the journalist asks, could we say that a new season is starting? And Coach Gaultier responds with, we worked a lot during the 20-day break. It is new for everyone, even if I think we were one of the most represented clubs at the World Cup. This second part will resume very quickly with two very important matches on the 28th of December against Strasbourg, and then the first uh the 1st January, the new year, against Lens. We are now going to get into the preparations of the matches. We have done a lot of physical preparation, but still with our approach on the ball, a lot of technical work too. It's a first for us coaches to have a 6-week break with players who have been very busy during an international competition, but we have pushed our thinking to the limit to allow players to be in top form as soon as they return. Then another journalist asked, there were two friendlies during the time off and everything went well? Against Paris FC, we played two 30-minute halves to get back into the rhythm. And against QRM, we played a full match to increase the workload with a view to the restart. The matches were very intense with the aim of finding our bearings and connections and also to see the young players at work. They were good in two matches, and that's a good omen because we'll need to see a lot of players available for the second half of the season. And what I saw reassures me a lot. But I know that my players will quickly find the right sensation, and physically we are ready. Then The two last questions were what should we expect from the team or the second half of the season, and the last question was what should we hope for from the rest of the season. So I'm gonna read both of them together. So the first question, I'm always looking for ways to improve and find other organizations that can both surprise opponents and also help us get better in certain games. You always have to look for ways to improve, but there won't be any big upsets because we've been performing well in the first few months. And then the second question, what should we hope from the rest of the season? I have only one goal, which is to be happy. I have been happy for 6 months in Paris. I love this group, I love the players, and I hope that I will live the second part of the season as I lived the first, with a lot of desire, with a lot of determination, with a lot of motivation, but also with a lot of enjoyment. So that was the wrap up of the press conference, and that was it as we heard from Coach Galtier. So that's it from the news roundup. Really, nothing else happened. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and we'll see you soon. Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. Allez Paris!